Because lakes in general have a tremendous capacity to capture, store, and recycle carbon, lakes in general have the potential to release or emit a great deal of carbon dioxide back to the atmosphere. And so because the Great Salt Lake is changing quite a bit and very rapidly, we are very curious as to whether or not the lake ecosystem will become a significant source of greenhouse gases to the state. We have two studies going on at the same time where we're trying to understand what is happening in the lake itself. So as algae grow, they can utilize carbon from the atmosphere and they store that in their biomass. And in the sediments, bacteria do similar processes. They can sequester carbon or they can produce carbon. And so we are looking at these two projects at the same time to understand what the balance is between these two paradigms in the lake. We know how diverse and productive lakes can be, but what we don't know is how all of these processes and balances of carbon compare when we're losing the lake itself and we're exposing the sediments. And so a lot of this will be kind of hinging on whether or not the lake itself had stored a lot of carbon in the sediments. If that's the case, then sediments are going to use that organic carbon as their food source essentially, and they're going to be producing a lot of carbon dioxide. We don't have the answers yet, but we know that this is a huge ecosystem and it has the potential to have really big consequences. And when it comes to what's happening to carbon in not only the global ecosystem, but even here locally in Utah, it's a really important question for us to understand.